Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon and this is Behind Enthusiast. Today we are going to be talking about my Pan America Special and why I have dubbed it the ST. Now, this is stemming from my obsession with the CVO Road Glide ST. Now, for those of you who don't remember, ST stands for Sport Touring. Now, the ST lineup came out a while back on the Street Glide and Road Glide, and of course the Lowrider as well. So a lot of those elements, obviously it's sport touring, right? You have to be able to tour and it looks pretty sporty, lots of different elements on it. However, there are some common themes such as saddlebags, and so my build is going to be dubbed the Pan America ST simply because I'm going to be paying homage. I'm going to be kind of mimicking the CVO Road Glide ST model with all of its very unique features, stuff that I can't necessarily, just buy from the P&A book and slap it on the bike. So this is going to involve quite a few vendors, quite a few new vendors as well. And basically a lot of creativity as well. So let's take a look at the CVO Road Glide ST again and just kind of look at some of those elements. So starting at the front of the bike, obviously we have the forged carbon front fender. We've also got forged carbon center console as well. And we have that really cool graphic. We're looking at the white one here with the gray eagle and the paint matched lowers as well. Now, obviously, there are some unique accents on the bike throughout, something like the engraving on the rims. That sort of thing perhaps might come into play down the road, but I'm going to be concentrating on a lot of those, dominant features, let's say. And obviously forged carbon is one of those. However, I can get carbon fiber bits for this bike. I actually found a company that makes pretty much anything that you can think of carbon fiber for the Pan America, and the prices are pretty reasonable, surprisingly. So that is covered. I can definitely get carbon fiber for the bike. I can use vinyl, so I can actually wrap the components of the bike to kind of mimic that painted lower look. And of course, the back end of the bike, I'm going to have some more carbon fiber bits on it because the exhaust on the CVO Road Glide ST has carbon fiber end caps on it. So I could end up using the Screamin' Eagle exhaust. However, it's not black. So I might have to source that from another company, maybe get just a slip-on or something like that. I'm still kind of looking into that to kind of see who is available, what company can make that or offer that. And of course, saddlebags. I'm gonna have to put some saddlebags on it. However, I don't want to just go with standard black, like gloss black. I want to have a little bit more carbon fiber, even if it's just a carbon fiber look, because you have that carbon fiber cowling on the seat on the CVO Road Glide ST, and well, I definitely can't do that on a Pan Am. So I decided to look into, a different brand than I normally would. I kind of stumbled across this brand, and that would be Shad, SHAD, and they're actually a vendor through, they're a manufacturer through one of my pre-existing vendors. So I didn't realize that they actually dealt with Shad and they offer the products. So I've already got pricing worked out for this, and it ends up being less money than the Harley bags. And considering it is the same setup, you have your brackets and you have separate saddlebags, the carbon fiber element just kind of adds to it, kind of sweetens it up a little bit. And one of the very unique features about these saddlebags, this is the SH38X model, I believe. Yeah, SH38X. And so this model of saddlebags is actually expandable. You can put a full-size helmet in it, and you get left and right for a really good price, really competitive to the Harley ones, and they look really cool as well. The lettering on it, the actual name of the brand, I think I might end up blacking that out just to kind of keep it a little bit more, you know, incognito or anonymous, if you will, just to kind of remove the brand. Not delete it completely, but I'll probably use some black vinyl or maybe some carbon fiber vinyl, basically just to kind of dull it down a little bit. And there's also the option of putting a tail section on the bike. This is going to be a complete DIY. This has really nothing to do with the CVO Road Glide ST. This is more me adding a personal touch to the bike. And of course, I am going to be considering drawing some elements from the CVO Pan America. So paint matched front bar. For the fairing, I'm going to match that in blue the best that I can anyway to start. Kind of see how I like it. The skid plate, it is that kind of bright aluminum to begin with. However, I think I'm going to black that out and make it look like the standard Pan America, which I believe is just plastic. It's not metal, but I definitely like that cleaner, sleek, you know, look of the black. Not necessarily the plastic, but definitely kind of darken the bike in certain areas, and then of course brighten it up in others with the paint matched lowers for the Pan Am. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I've got carbon fiber bits, check. I've got carbon fiber saddlebags, which basically make up for the lack of it in the rear of the bike. And I also have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do for the exhaust. So Screaming Eagle exhaust, maybe, unless I can get a blacked out muffler. That would look really, really nice on the bike. And of course, the motor doesn't really need anything. I have basically the most powerful engine ever from Harley. So I don't really need to do anything there. Accent-wise, I think I'll probably leave it alone for the most part, other than maybe the side cover on the right. I'm gonna consider doing that in carbon fiber as well, and putting the ST badge on there in a white or maybe a blue vinyl. Just kind of depends, see which one pops more. I might even do an orange or a red. Just kind of depends. I have a bunch of vinyls to choose from, vinyl colors. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit. And I would say that is pretty much it. Other than maybe some little bits here and there just to kind of spice up the bike a little bit. I do have the odd thing that I want to do to the bike. Maybe some more graphics, maybe even something that goes on the center console, because if I end up swapping it out with a carbon fiber one, obviously I'm going to lose that badge on the bike. So I might have to go on, I don't know, maybe eBay or something like that, or even dig into my creative place and make something by hand. You know, make it out of vinyl, cut it, design it on the computer, and put that on the bike. Who knows? But obviously, this is the thing that you guys are probably wondering right now. The name, obviously, ST. I was considering calling it the SE. However, SE would stand for Special Edition, Screaming Eagle, and well, there's nothing really Screaming Eagle about the bike. ST makes a little bit more sense. So sport touring, putting the bags on, carbon fiber bits, definitely looks more like a mix of the CVO Road Glide ST and the CVO Pan America, and that's pretty much exactly what I'm going for. I really want this bike to be full utility. The thing already has power, already has comfort, so dressing it up a little bit to make it fully unique and basically, I guess, kind of matching my own personality in a way, kind of having that nice flair, kind of like these. And I guess the only thing I really want to run by you guys and kind of get your opinions on is what kind of carbon fiber should I go with? Obviously, the CVO Road Glide ST has that forged carbon on it. However, the Shad saddlebags are going to have their own unique pattern for the carbon fiber. And depending on which exhaust system I go with, which brand, the Screaming Eagle exhaust obviously is going to have its own as well, which I think will match the Shad saddlebags pretty well. So that basically forces me into using, I believe it is the Twill, Twill twill pattern of carbon fiber for the center console and the front fender as well. Unless, of course, you think that I should go with the forged carbon for those two items, and maybe even that side cover where I'm going to put the ST sticker in vinyl on there. You know, I want your guys' opinion on that one, just because I'm not too sure. Can I pull it off? Can I mix forged carbon and a twill carbon together and still make it look good? Or do you guys think that the two different patterns are going to clash too much? Leave a comment down below so that I know what you guys are thinking about that. But basically this video is to name the build. So the Pan America ST, that is my personal doing. I'm kind of borrowing it obviously from the CVO Road Glide ST, but I think it fits the bike really, really well. This is the direction that I'm going in. I had some pretty crazy ideas when well, actually, I hadn't even signed for the bike yet, and I wanted to do a flat track build. However, then I was basically getting rid of the utility of the bike. I was going to be stripping it down, making it super light, putting, well, carbon fiber on it as well. However, saddlebags were basically going out the window, basically due to the custom exhaust that I wanted to do. And I've basically done, I guess, a 180, and realizing that this bike really should remain an ST type of model, a sport touring model, because that's essentially what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't turn it into a flat tracker down the road. However, I'm constantly thinking of ideas, constantly thinking of the next build. And as you guys know, I already have a flat track build to be working on, so it makes no sense to convert another bike, especially a brand new one, into a flat tracker for the road. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to go the direction of the STs, the sport touring models, dress it up, make it utility. It's already comfortable. I already love the bike. So let's make it just that little bit better and spice it up completely with my favorite color, of course, blue, and some carbon and some really sweet saddlebags as well. And hopefully I don't go broke doing this build over the course of probably the winter and maybe into next summer as well, because we're at the tail end of this summer, and let's be honest, I should probably be saving money, because the Sportster build is going to be back up and running, and although I think I have everything, I might not. So I might be in for some surprises there. So let me know what you guys think of this build idea, the name, everything about it, all the different elements. I want to know what you guys are thinking about it. Basically, I wanted to get all these ideas out into the open because I'm slowly going to be working on them. Some of this stuff is kind of DIY, and so I will be teasing some of those elements as I go along with the build, but I want to take it slow. Wanted to make this video just so that I can get a little bit of feedback before I start actually buying some of these items. and see if it makes sense. Now, obviously, even if you don't think it makes sense, maybe you think it's a bad idea or a good idea, at the end of the day, it's still my bike, so ultimately I get the final say. However, I would like a little bit of contribution from you guys, so if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. All those comments, questions even, leave them down below. I really want to make this build the most epic build possible on the channel. This is my favorite bike now, and I want to make my dream build. And oh man, this one is going to be a doozy. So be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future content on the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.